Well guys, it is now the calm before the storm. We are in the middle of January, approaching the end, where it's time for things to probably get shifted in an overdrive. Yes, of course, we can always expect that February Nintendo Direct, but this year, it just feels different. The whole entire world has their eyes and their attention appointed to the Nintendo Switch 2. And it is all but confirmed right now, with rumors going on and on and on about when to expect this console, with the majority and pretty much everyone saying that's either going to be late this summer or maybe this holiday later this year, which probably means the thing is about to get announced within any day now. So what's the point of this video today? Well, as of right now, things might be very quiet, and I actually have a lot of people DMing me currently on Twitter that claim to have inside information, which I'm not even talking about them until I can confirm or deny this stuff. But I've been hearing that this week is really the last calm before the storm week. This is the last week where there's going to be little announcements from Nintendo, and we've been seeing those on Twitter if you've been following Nintendo, as they've been posting little bits of trailers for Mario vs. Donkey Kong, new trailers for Another Code, Recollection, and just little games here and there, and just still talking about Pokemon DLC. There's a lot of things that Nintendo is just trying to get out of the way right now before moving on to what seems like it's going to be a new era. But of course, we're all here to get excited, and that's the point of this video. I'm here to excite you and get you guys prepared for what is inevitably going to come. I hate hyping people up for no reason, and I know you guys hate it as well, hearing all this good information and then waking up Christmas morning and there's nothing under the tree. That's what it feels like a lot of the time. But a lot of the time, there's reasonable situations to hype, and I think now is one of those times. There's a lot of things planned by Nintendo, and it looks like a lot of things are about to kick off. The only new game that we currently know of this year is Princess Peach Showtime, so clearly Nintendo has to announce some things. There could be some big titles left for the Nintendo Switch before moving on to the next console, or maybe there's just nothing but ports, remasters, and remakes and smaller titles until we move on to the next console. But nevertheless, even if this upcoming February Nintendo Direct isn't everything that we hoped and dreamed for, that doesn't mean that this year is going to be bland. I would definitely expect something right after that Nintendo Direct to be announced to talk about this new console. I mean, if it is coming at the end of this year, or maybe even at the latest, the beginning of next year, then that means there's got to be news very, very soon. And from, once again, what I've been hearing, we could be hearing big news or maybe even getting a Switch-like presentation in the March month. So once again, we are very close to that, and it's only a matter of time until we start hearing about it. But like I said, my job is to get you hype right now, because this is the time where Nintendo is always very, very quiet. So let's start off with the Nintendo Direct. That's probably coming within the first or second week of February. All the reporters are reporting on, once again, yes, there is going to be a February Nintendo Direct. It just makes sense, and Nintendo definitely needs to show off some of the games that are still coming and some of the games that they haven't announced yet. I mean, just look at Splatoon 3's Side Order DLC. This has been talked about for so long, and it's been in the works for so long as well. So I feel like this is going to be very exciting for Splatoon fans. This actually might be huge, giving us tons of new levels to explore and collect things, and it actually might tie in a lot to the lore and story, and this is actually a big reveal still for Nintendo, as they've hardly shown off anything so far. Just more of a little teaser trailer giving us a small glimpse of what's to come. I mean, this could even come before the Nintendo Direct in a Twitter drop, but who knows? Princess Peach Showtime is in the same exact boat, where it's a brand new game, and the only brand new game that we know that's coming this year, and we still haven't seen much of it. There still needs to be at least one more trailer showing off some more things about the game, maybe some boss battles, some different levels, and more information on the gameplay, and that's something that Nintendo still has to reveal as well. According to the leaks and rumors, it seems as if this year might be the send-off for the Nintendo Switch, which means lots of leaks, remakes, and remasters coming to the console from past consoles as well. Like, for instance, the long-awaited Zelda games of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, which are both on the Wii U and could easily just get ported over straight to the Nintendo Switch. Not to mention a newly rumored Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, which would just be plain awesome. And we can't forget Metroid, because Prime 4 is coming we don't know when it's coming actually. It should be coming soon, but we don't know. But yeah, Prime 2 and 3 definitely do need iterations on the Switch, or at least some type of future hardware, so we can expect announcement of those very soon. And I would predict more of a Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2 brought to the Switch situation, where it's just slightly up-res instead of completely remastered like Metroid Prime 1 was. And that's just the tip of the iceberg for remakes and remasters. There's so many games they could bring back, like Xenoblade X, which was rumored, and also a rumored Fire Emblem game from the past, and there's still Kirby games left on the 3DS, and Kid Icarus Uprising still on the 3DS, and other games as well, including the long-awaited Tomodachi Life to make an appearance again. There's a long list of games that I'm sure Nintendo has to reveal, especially if this is the last full year of Nintendo Switch, where they'll definitely want to show these games off and get them out as soon as possible, so we could be having a new remake remaster report like literally every single month, and that's exciting considering the fact that lots of these are about to be announced soon in the upcoming Nintendo Direct. And yes, I know a lot of people feel like the Switch is pretty much done and that the big new games that we're going to get are going to be on the next console, and that might be true, but I still think there's some surprises left for the Nintendo Switch before we even get to that point. I still think we might even see the next Mario Party or maybe even Mario sports game like Mario Baseball or something, which seems like a perfect title to end the Nintendo Switch on and just give us something to play until then. You could also maybe put your money on some type of new Donkey Kong game this year. I feel like if it was going to happen, it's just going to be another 2D adventure game, which could be the last big game we see on Switch, as it's one of the last big major Nintendo IPs that we haven't seen at all since Tropical Freeze on the Wii U that eventually did come to the Nintendo Switch. So my money is that this next Donkey Kong game might just be held off for the new console, but I definitely wouldn't be super shocked if it's their new 2D game coming around this summer as one of the last big Nintendo Switch games to be excited for. Even though we're getting Princess Peach, I would not completely rule out the idea of another game similar in nature, like another Yoshi game or maybe even Captain Toad making a reappearance. It's something that definitely would be loved by a lot of fans, and I personally would love to see a bigger and grander Captain Toad game, and I think that would also be a really good game to put on the Nintendo Switch before eventually it going out, moving on to the next console. Just because we're not getting a new Pokemon gen this year, most likely, probably not, that doesn't mean we're not going to get a new Pokemon experience, and believe it or not, it might be one that people love even more, because Pokemon Legends Arceus was a huge hit with Pokemon fans around the world. So I think it's definitely a game that's going to return in another capacity, whether it's Pokemon Legends Mew or something else entirely, who knows. But yes, I think we could be seeing another one of those later this holiday. But the true calm before the storm isn't really even about this upcoming Nintendo Direct in February. It's what comes after, because I do believe whether there is a small segment in this Nintendo Direct or whether they decide to announce a presentation around March, there's going to be some type of big reveal of this next new console, probably at the beginning of this year, and I can see it happening within the next couple of months. This is going to shake the world on fire, with the Switch 2 finally being revealed and showing exactly what it's going to be, finally putting the rumors and leaks to rest, and also showing the awesome lineup that we can expect to come, because I do feel like this year is going to feel very light at first, and a lot of people might come out of this upcoming Nintendo Direct feeling like there's not a lot to be excited for. There's no real huge AAA title in the future to look forward to, and Nintendo's like, hold up. Here's the brand new console, and here's what you have to look forward to. Of course, the whole world is speculating this next new 3D Mario game. Later this year, it will be 7 years since Odyssey released, and everyone's wondering what's taking Nintendo so long for this next 3D Mario, and based on the rumors, it sounds like it's because they're going open world. A fully open world 3D Mario adventure is apparently going to be the launch title, or at least launched alongside within the next month or so with this new console this holiday, which is going to be a absolutely massive deal. And this is something that Nintendo's definitely going to want to show off alongside the new console, and probably a presentation dedicated to this console, and the fact that this could be happening within the next couple of months is absolutely insane. That's right, we could be seeing the very first Switch 2 game, which is the next big 3D Mario in a giant open world, in just a month or two, which is definitely something to get hype about. Not to mention, if they had this presentation, I would bet serious amounts of money that this is where they finally show Metroid Prime 4. For this console to be Nintendo's strongest powerful console yet, they're definitely want to show off a game that can definitely show off those graphics, and Mario is going to look fascinating and absolutely beautiful, you can count on that. But it's Metroid Prime 4 that's really going to show off how powerful this console can actually be. I'm sure there's going to be some really fun small pack-in titles or some other games to pick up very close to launch as well, like maybe another Wii Sports or Wii Play type of game that a family can play. Or maybe even a new version of Nin10doland Land full of fun mini games for the whole family. There's really a lot that they could do here. Do you remember the hype we felt watching that reveal for the Nintendo Switch? Do you remember seeing the presentation of all the amazing games that were be coming to the console in just a couple of months? It was one of the best presentations that Nintendo has ever given, and it was really an exciting time to be a Nintendo fan, and I'm here to tell you that this time is about to happen again. It's been 7 years, and it's time to get hype once again for the upcoming new console and the amazing lineup that's sure to wow us all. Hey, yeah, I'm talking to you. Before you head out, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We are about to enter a new era of Nintendo, and I cannot wait to go through this journey and adventure with you. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on everything that's going to be shown off here in the next couple of weeks. Yes, that includes information on the next big Mario game or even this new console. Let's see how many people we can get to like and subscribe from this one single video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you shortly. The hype is coming, and it's coming soon.